Hey there, Smoke Master D coming at you with another video. This time, I'm going to be talking about my top 5 reasons why you should buy or build yourself a barbecue shack, shanty, or grillzebo. So, you may notice that I'm sitting under this structure and I've had it for, a video or two out there. Finally got my Blue Smoke smoker back in here now that the Bell Fab has been sold and gone to its new home. And let's dive in though to the reasons that I think are the most convincing for you to get one of these things, starting from the least to the most convincing. And number 5, the one that I think is the least convincing, is that it makes a good space in your yard, right? A good welcoming place, sort of the place aspect of it. Now, for some of you, this may be higher up on your list. For me, as you can see, I'm in a very just functional, utilitarian kind of place with what I'm doing. But some people go all out, right? And even if you don't go all out, you can make it, more rustic looking. You see this picture here. He's got, I believe this is Jason's. He's got the wood, so it's got the wood and the metal, and it just kind of looks really cool for what he's going for. I'm not sure if he's finished with that. Just so you know, if you want to check out some of these awesome barbecue shacks and shanties, there's a great Facebook group for that. So, if you want to join, you'll get some great ideas. If you want to build your own, you can throw your own pictures up there, and some really cool ones. This one from Chris here. Chris has gone all out. You see he's got the bear. He's got his own shack, I think, for wood, one for eating. So you have this idea that, you're going to make like a bar for people to eat there, or some eating sort of area, including with the grilling and the cooking aspect. You also have the socialization, sort of the whole function of the party, all of that sort of wrapped into what a barbecue shack or shanty or grillzebo can become, right? But that's my least favorite reason for doing this. My next reason number 4, is humidity. So one thing that you may know about the whole science of barbecue is that when the air is wetter, when there's more moisture in the air, specifically inside your cooking chamber, the smoke is able to adhere to your meat better. There was a video from Tuffy Stone that I watched, and he had noticed this aspect. Lots of people have noticed it over the years, that when it was raining, their barbecue tasted better. It's just strange, a strange true fact. So, having something overhead will allow you to cook in rain, and when it rains, humidity goes up. Right? That's more specific to when it's warmer. The effect is a little bit less in winter time and in cooler times. But yeah, having that raised humidity is going to help out your barbecue to make it taste good. All right, and reason number 3 you should have a barbecue shack, shanty, or grillzebo is protecting your assets, right? Talking about smokers, talking about, the wood here. It's protecting it from the elements, okay? So this isn't like the cooking aspect. This is just like keeping it in good working condition, keeping it from rusting, keeping your wood dry and able to use, right? Keep it from molding, rotting, all those other things. So when I had the Bell Fab, I got a cover for it that was actually a 2-person golf cart cover, and it started leaking, right? I'd cover it up, I'd come out there, and there'd still be water inside on my smoker, in the smoker sometimes. It was just something that I had to watch. And when I got this you know, all of that stopped, right? So this can leak too, but you fix that. It's an added level of protection. Now, when I split wood from up there and bring it down here, you know, I can just have it out. I don't have to worry about it drying out after rain, all of that stuff. So I'm really happy for that reason, the protection that it gives everything that I'm doing here. All right, now top reason number 2 why you should have a barbecue shack, shanty, or grillzebo is the shade, right? So sun's beating down. Today's cloudy. It actually rained earlier, but a lot of times, you know, you have those clear skies, sun's beating down, it's already hot. You can actually get out of the sun, you know, more enjoy the space where you're cooking when the sun's not beating down on you. Now, sometimes that sun will affect your cook, and that can be good. You know, in the winter, you want that radiant heat from the sun helping your smoker do its thing, and sometimes you don't. It's usually not a big deal, but what you don't want to be cooking is yourself. So that is reason number 2 why it's great to have a barbecue shack, shanty, or grillzebo. And now we're on to reason number 1, and that is to be able to grill and barbecue and smoke meat whenever you want to, right? Before I had this thing, you know, I'd be looking out at the weather, looking for the right day to do my cook on. And what I noticed is that 2 weeks out, the weather predictions were just junk, right? Maybe 20% accurate. And then about a week out, you know, they'd be, you know, somewhere between 60 to 80% accurate. And then within a day or so, they'd be fairly accurate and sometimes still wrong, right? And then you have this thing, you're smoking your meat or whatever, rain's maybe coming, and you're thinking, wow, I got to let this thing cool off before I cover it up. It's going to get rusted. Water's going to get it in it. If you use something with electronics, you know, if it's not easy to roll around under something or cover after you've heated it, those electronics are in jeopardy of being, you know, ruined. So weather plays a huge factor into what we do here with grilling, smoking, and barbecuing in general. So just having that peace of mind, like, hey, I'm going to be fine. You know, I can just set it on this day. Whatever the weather is going to be, it's going to be okay. And, you know, some people, especially we saw that one thing from Jason, having those walls, that helps with the wind. And now I don't really have that going for me yet. One thing that I'm thinking about getting is maybe some hooks on these beams and hooking like a tarp and weighing it down and sort of blocking sun and wind on either side. We'll see how that goes. What I wanted was something more open. I want to be able to see the smoke, right? So there's some that are sort of all enclosed, more enclosed, but I wanted this more open, and I'll see how it goes. You know, this is an experiment. It's something that I'm excited about. I put gutters up just because I was getting the water coming down here, making like a gully in front of it. There's all sorts of things to learn with this. Some of us are builders, some of us are not so much. I got this kit put together. It wasn't easy. You know, if you do the kit thing, one thing that I learned is if you tighten down too hard and then you're putting something else on, it may not fit until you untighten that other screw and get it so it will fit, and then you tighten them both. So I spent like a whole week putting this thing up. I raised it up because I wanted it higher. I put it on concrete blocks, all sorts of things to get this place to be what I wanted to be. And I think it's going to work out great. And those are my top 5 reasons for you to get a barbecue shack, shanty, or grillzebo. Number 5 is, you know, to make it look cool, make it a nice place. Number 4, the humidity for your cook. Number 3 is going to be, you know, to protect your assets. 4, the shade. And 5, so you can cook whenever you want to. That's it for this episode. You know, hit that like, that subscribe, and come see me again for my next video. And as always, go get your smoke on, y'all.